Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm back and I'm live once again. Thanking you so much for tuning in to another episode of my 7 Pillars of Mental Performance in 365 Days. I truly appreciate you. And today is Saturday. Pillar number 7, 7th day of the week. We will be discussing positive and negative self-talk. Positive and negative self-talk. Shouts out to everybody that's watching right now that tuned in on time at 9 o'clock. First off, my big brother, AJ Arthur Hollingshed. I love you, man. I appreciate you. My wife, Lisa Hollingshed. Sitting right beside her is my daughter, Jelisa Hollingshed. They're both in Oklahoma. I can't wait for them to come home. In fact, that's why I'm in the kitchen right now trying to cook something up for my wife. Make sure she got something good to eat when she come home. So anyway, Russell Cecily, my uncle. What's up, Russ? I appreciate you for tuning in as well. So here we are, Saturday, day number 7, positive and negative self-talk. If you are watching this on repeat, thank you so much for watching this on repeat. I appreciate you. Also, my guy, Michael Hayes, Pastor Michael Hayes, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in. Good job. I appreciate you. Good looking out, man. So today we're talking about positive and negative self-talk. This is consecutive episode number 265 of 365. We are at another century mark, okay? We're on the back end of this thing. So we're talking about positive and negative self-talk. What I want to talk to you about today is your psyche. Why? Because your psyche is what talks to you. That's the voice that you hear. That's the conversation, the ongoing conversation you hear whenever you are in a conscious state, meaning whenever you are awake. Because when you sleep, you're unconscious. When you are unconscious, no problem. Your psyche is like, it's sleep too, okay? It can't judge anything you hear or see or anything that you're doing. So here we go. In the mornings, when you get up in the mornings, what is the first thing you tell yourself? What do you say to yourself in the morning? You already know what your day is going to be like, or do you even know what your day is going to be like? In fact, let's back that up a little bit. Your day actually starts the night before. When you go to bed, right before you go to bed, okay, you have to know what your plan is for the next day. You ever heard the saying that people get up and hit the ground running? Okay, well, the people that get up and hit the ground running, they know what direction they are running in. They know what they are running to. They know why they are running. How do they know all of this? Because they handle all this the night before. Okay, so they tell themselves in their minds the night before, I'm going to get up and I'm going to do X, Y, Z in the morning. Okay, but how I'm going to do it? I'm going to do it this way. And the talk is all positive. They pump themselves up. So when they get up in the morning, their mind picks up where it left off. When they're still conscious the night before, they tell themselves this and they kind of like leave a sticky note in their or post-it note in their subconscious mind saying, hey, this is where we need to do, where we need to be. This is where we're leaving off. This is where we're picking up. This is what we're going to do in the morning when we get up. Okay. Now I'm about to go into an unconscious state, which is sleep. So when I wake up, hand me that post-it note. We're going to get up and go. So when you get up in the morning, the first thing you tell yourself is the same thing you told yourself in your mind before you went to bed the night before. You get up. First thing most people do, or most successful people do, they wake up with an attitude of gratitude. They wake up, they thank the powers that be. Whatever your power that be is, God, the higher source, your higher power, whatever name you choose to give your higher power, they thank the higher source. They thank God. Once they thank God, they hit the ground running because they know what direction they're going into. As they go in that direction, they are constantly reaffirming themselves with some powerful thoughts. The affirmations, you have to constantly give yourself affirmations, okay? What you're going to do, how you're going to do it. You got to keep pumping yourself up. Now, it is so important that you positively, you give yourself positive affirmations and you pump yourself up. My food's starting to bubble. Hold on. All right. You positively pump yourself up. Okay. You pump yourself up all during the day, even when you don't need to pump yourself up, even when you're not in a time of crisis, even when you're not in a time of being stressed. You have to continuously give yourself positive self-talk. When you do that, you are repeating the positive things over and over and over and over and over in your mind to yourself. Even if you do it out loud, you hear it and it's going into your mind. Okay. You are programming your mind. That is so important that you program your mind with positivity. Why? Because you are teaching and programming your psyche, telling your psyche what to say. Because your psyche is that voice that goes on in your head all the time. Now, your psyche is definitely going to talk, and it is definitely going to repeat whatever it hears throughout the day. So now, when you do get into your time of crisis, when you do push yourself to the limit and all of a sudden you hit a wall and you cannot get over that wall, but you have to get over that wall, then your psyche starts to talk to you. What is your psyche going to say? Is the self-talk from your psyche going to be negative, or is it going to be positive? Well, that's all up to you, depending on what you programmed your psyche to say. That's why it's so important to tell your psyche, or to keep giving yourself, reaffirming yourself over and over all throughout the day, during the day, the positive affirmations. Because if you don't, and you hit that wall, you hit your crisis, you hit your stressors, your psyche is going to repeat whatever it heard. And if it didn't hear something from you, it heard something from society. Now we're going to jump into the statistics, because society will give you the negativity. And it has already been proven that 75% of your self-talk in your mind is negative. So you got to overcome that by hitting it every single day with all you got that's positive. Now, here's some examples. Let's go. Mr. C.R. Patterson, born a slave. He was building automobiles in the early 1800s before Henry Ford even built an automobile. But if he succumbed to his negative self-talk, if he didn't pump himself up with positivity, where would we be today in the form of automobiles? Okay? His contribution was pushed by his positive self-talk, which changed a culture, which changed a lifestyle. Let's keep going. Steve Jobs, iPhone. If Steve Jobs succumbed, or if he had given in to his negative self-talk, where would we be today in the form of communication? Would you even have an iPhone? In fact, let's take it further than that. If I'm not mistaken, now people fact check all the time. Well, fact check this, because I believe this is true if I'm not mistaken. The airplanes we fly around in, the backup autopilot system is an iPad. So, Steve Jobs, thank you for not giving in to the negative self-talk. Thomas Edison, thank you for not giving in to the negative self-talk. There's a light on your phone. You have electricity to where you can actually watch this broadcast right here. Thank you, Thomas Edison. Let's go even further. Daniel Hale Williams. Daniel Hale Williams out of Chicago, Illinois, the first a black doctor out of Chicago, Illinois, who performed the first successful open heart surgery. If he had given in to his negative self-talk, where would we be? How many of you have gone through heart surgery, open heart surgery, your family members, anybody you know of that's gone through open heart surgery? Well, thank Dr. Williams for not giving in to his negative self-talk. Let's take it even further. Anybody you saw on Shark Tank, they're still pushing. They pushed that far to get to Shark Tank. Why? Because they pushed past their negative self-talk. They kept doing the positive self-talk. This is just going to show you that positive self-talk is the foundation of the successful people. So you want to be successful, what needs to be your foundation? Positive self-talk. Keep pouring into yourself. Here we go again. Colonel Sanders, 65 years old. Okay? He was 65 years old when he started KFC. Why? Look, positive self-talk. I'm sure he was told he was too old to do that. But look, where is he today? What are you eating today? What do you see all the time? Those corny KFC commercials? Colonel Sanders, thank you for pushing forward and not giving in to your negative self-talk. Henry Ford, age 40. Thank you for mass producing the automobile. Positive self-talk. Let's go. Ray Kroc, age 52. McDonald's. Thank you, Ray Kroc, for not giving in to your negative self-talk. Sam Walton, age 44. Started Walmart at age 44. We already know the effect Walmart has on everybody. We wish we had stock in Walmart because we spend so much money there. We invest so much in Walmart. Why? Because Walmart is just that good. It brings just that much value. Why does it bring that much value? Because Sam Walton saw in his mind the value that he can bring to society. He can change a culture because of what he saw in his mind for his vision, the value. Thank you, Sam Walton, for not giving in to your negative self-talk. This is Jay Hollingshed, your high performance mindset coach and public speaker. I'm out of breath because I'm trying to pour some positivity into you. Be well, stay blessed, and as always, through love, be a blessing. Stay positive.